had to lean in so much.
Yes, I do, because by the time that show is ending, you're the only one in sight.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live.
Are we?
Yes, we are. You see, live, 12 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of Live with Josie and Tim. My Dukes will be arriving shortly. She is currently waiting for my nephew to finish guitar lessons, and Ace is back there acting a fool.
Yeah. Okay.
That was crazy. So, yes. So today we're gonna do a bunch of different things. So we'll show you a couple of things that we sold over the weekend on Etsy and eBay. Those are the only two platforms we made sales on this weekend. And then we will also talk about just like a recap on the realities of reselling right now, as well as Ma Dukes hopefully will be sharing some funny stories with us from her time working at the Kennedy Center. Mm-hmm. If you guys saw in the thumbnail, that is a slide that I found. Well, she found, but she showed me. It is a picture of her and Gregory Hines. So should be a fun, packed show with some, reality stuff going on in here. So let's take a quick moment and say hello to all the beautiful people in the chat right now. All right. So first in the building is Tracy from Uniquely Me. Thank you, Tracy, for joining us. So Tracy put out a quick video recently that was actually really cool because I learned something that I didn't know. And for those of you that don't know me or do know me, I love to learn new things. So she pointed out that you can sell coupons for money online. And one of the things that she sold was the Monopoly pieces from the Safeway. And I knew literally a week ago.
Wait, explain, because I don't think everyone knows what these pieces are.
I don't even really know. I just know that you get them at the grocery store. And it's like the old Monopoly game they used to play at McDonald's back in the day when we were kids.
Yeah.
So they're like you either win a prize or it's a piece in the Monopoly board.
So they're the pieces to the Monopoly board. And so they print out multiple, what is it? Is it the smoothie?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So they print out multiple, sheets, square sheets that show you numerically what object it is on the board. And sometimes you get multiples of the same thing. And so it's really frustrating and it's really hard to win. I tried playing
it's a scam.
2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago that I devoted so much time?
Oh, you know what? My mom knows somebody who won a McDonald's one. Don't let me forget to ask her about that. Don't let me forget to ask her about that.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways, you can sell these things.
I didn't know that.
And Tracy sold, I think it was I forget
how many did you sell?
I think it was 75 of them for $20. So my mom Dukes the other day was like, I got all these pieces. What do you want them? I was like, I don't want them. I'm not doing that.
You guys throw them away?
No, she didn't. So I got 50 right now. I'm about ready to try and just collect all of them and just sell them even more live.
I'm sure my mom has some. Mom, you have some?
Did you find them yet?
No.
All right. My man Calvin, the Kelly Hustle, is in the building. What's going on? Penny Hefner Wiseman. I hope I said that correctly. This is her first live with us. So thank you for joining us. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Hopefully you guys have a fun time tonight. Tonight's not necessarily a learning thing, but it is a fun thing. All right. We got somebody backstage.
You can sit there.
Hey, Jay.
Hi.
How are you?
So this is my nephew. For those of you guys who have never met him, today I had the pleasure of trying to teach him school today, and it took up most of my day, and it was tough. What did you learn about?
He thinks it's funny.
What did you learn about today, AJ?
How to print and scan.
No, besides printing and scanning, the research.
It's a lot.
You learned about the ecosystem today too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get that out of your mouth? What I tell you about putting things in your mouth like that?
anything?
No.
Okay, he's on camera.
All right. So I'm gonna take you off camera until my Dukes gets back, bud.
Okay.
All right. All right. So next in the chat so far, who else is here? Harry. You know, I've been meaning to watch your video. Harry found this really dope beer sign clock. It's crazy. I haven't watched the video yet.
Like the beer clock that we almost
No. This is like a really long one. It's rad, super
a
rad.
long clock or a long sign?
So it's a long sign, but part of it is a clock.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Is
All
it
right.
heavy?
What's up, my Dukes?
Hello.
Not much. A little tired.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit.
I have not had a happy day.
Shane is in the building.
Yeah.
My man Rich for Pinto Flips is in the building, all the way from UK. Laney, big girls really do cry. How you doing? I was in the quiz today. My Dukes was taking a nap during the quiz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How well did you do without me?
I got 0 points, but I was really close a couple of times.
Oh, you were.
Justy Uxter Mercantile's in the building. How are you doing today, sir? Who else is here? We got Eric for the OBX Picker is here. I heard you ain't. No, that's not me. I've seen In Living Color. I grew up on A Living Color.
Who hasn't seen it?
I don't know who it is, but somebody hasn't seen it. Tommy's in the building. It says hello to Josie. Not to
Hello.
me.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Neil was in. He was in the quiz earlier today with Nick and Andrea. Oh, there it is, Tommy. Thank you. Georgina, how you doing tonight, Georgina?
Oh, Jesus.
The history man is in the building. Who else is here?
The history man.
The history man. She is glad to be here. Canadian eBay, thank you for joining us.
Oh, Zahir. Is Zahir here?
I don't know. Did you see Zahir?
I just thought I saw Tommy say Zahir.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
Tommy
see
says
Zahir.
Zahir.
Oh,
Zahir
Zahir
hasn't seen In Living Color.
Oh,
So yeah, so today while I was teaching school, my Dukes went and picked up some boxes for us. So one of my Dukes' friends buys a lot of stuff.
Are we not naming the friend?
No,
Okay.
and then, so she always has
going.
She always has boxes. So my Dukes went and score. I mean, it's a nice score of boxes, like all different sizes.
Different sizes, yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So
And packing materials. I love that brown paper that's kind of twisted up. I get that from her too.
but my Dukes got home, walked in the door, and that was it. I ain't see her.
It was a wrap.
I ain't see her the rest of the day. So I took all the boxes out of the car. I went downstairs. I packed the items that were going out today. And by the time I was done packing, I came upstairs. She was knocked out.
It's exhausting.
It is.
It is. I can do
Right.
one thing a day,
Yeah,
one
that's
errand or one, and that was my one thing was going up to Dayton, Maryland, and by way of Olney, I went by Olney and picked up newspapers for packing from a friend of mine. So today was get the repurposed supplies.
Oh, we got another first time liver. We got a lot of people in the live tonight that is their first time. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have been watching and enjoying our videos. So the hat video the hat live. If you guys missed that live on Friday night, go back to the page and check it out. It is crazy. Cernock and I had a blast. I bought a lot of hats. It was 179 plus hats.
I thought it was 78.
No, I think it's 179.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I unboxed them live in front of the audience and Cernock. I hadn't seen any of them. It was crazy. There were some really amazing hats in there. So we're looking hopefully to make between $4,000 and $5,000 off that lot. I paid $250 for those hats. So make sure you guys go back and check out that live. It was a lot of fun. So first thing on today's agenda is we have a little product spot we're gonna do. So for those of you that don't know, I have sensitive skin. So I don't like to, try new things on my face. I use one type of soap,
One type of shampoo.
one type of shampoo, one type of face wash, one type of beard oil.
Yes.
He's
You know,
low maintenance, folks.
Yeah, like I know what works. I don't want to try nothing new. Like I use a Caress soap, the pink one. I don't even know what.
It's the Caress soap. What is the name of the Caress soap that we use?
It's pink, but
It has a flower on it.
It is the best soap in the world. Just FYI. I mean, my skin is always smooth, But yes, so this is leading into over the years black lights. So I'm really like trying to get this done. It's just
Really?
it's not easy, especially right now, because majority of the products that you order by the bulk like that are going to come from
China.
So it's not really easy, but I'm working on it, and once they come out, it's going to be crazy. I'm gonna give a bunch away, and then we'll have some fun with it too, and then I'll be selling them.
Okay.
But back to this product. So Josie bought this for me. You got to bring it back a little bit. You got to
Bring it back.
Yeah. So this is a beard balm, and
It's beard butter.
beard butter. The name of this particular one is called OMG.
What?
OMG.
Well, this one's OMG.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the other one?
That's the one I used first.
Okay.
So apparently this beard butter makes girls say OMG. What is it?
OMG.
Do you smell it?
OMG.
But smell it though. Because look, this is the thing is that it smells like something. I just can't put my fingers on it. It's like either Fruity Pebbles.
It's something nice.
But I'm a little weird too about things that smell like food.
Okay, so let me explain this.
So I don't use chapstick, especially like the flavored chapsticks, because I want to eat it.
So this beard butter was actually made by one of my old middle school and high school friends. We went to both schools together, Hardy Middle School and also Woodrow Wilson High School. He makes different types of beard butters for men who want to grow out a full beard. And it's really nice because it moisturizes, but it's not oily. And
Look how many sales he has made.
I know.
40,548
and
sales.
I'm late to the game. Like I just decided that I wanted Tim to try something new because he needed new beard butter. So I got 2 of these, and so far I personally like the smell, and I recommend it to whomever is interested in using this product. So it's called EBO beard butter.
Yeah, and so this
Anything else besides beard butter?
you can see it on the screen,
he does
right?
have.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's all beard stuff right now.
Well, he has another page, and it's devoted to female products as well, but I don't quite remember the name of it.
Is it this
linked?
one? Azure Zolil Organics?
No,
I don't know.
it's
But
not.
yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. So I've also been looking up these You know that Girl Scout knife, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
I found it.
You have a Girl Scout knife?
A vintage Girl Scout knife. Yeah. Look at this one. Nah, this is the one right here, Mom. This is
I didn't know it had 2 ends to it. How much
it
is
does.
it?
82.
82?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's small.
But look, this one is brand new. It's never been used.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to try and
Clean mine up.
clean yours up a little bit. Yeah. Oh. All right. So we got a few more people in here.
Nick and
Michelle got a point today during the quiz. She
Oh,
beat
really?
the lag again.
What was the
I don't remember the question, but it was a good. She got that one.
Nice.
There goes Nick right there.
Hi.
Nick and Andrea, thank you for joining us. My Dukes missed the quiz earlier, but you see she's awake. She's here now.
Yeah. I have a Girl Scout belt that we ought to check out.
So where'd you get this belt from?
When I was a Girl Scout.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I finished brownies and I was a Girl Scout for a little while, but we had a hard time getting troop leaders and it kind of fizzled out.
What? It was vintage for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's
vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quiz was fun tonight. You missed the dogs and cats, Mom.
Oh, darn. I could have helped.
They had this the one dog. I thought it was a chow chow, but it was a Tibetan massive.
Mountain dog.
It was huge. It was huge, and its face kind of looked like me during quarantine.
Terrible.
Harry says
Yeah,
Boy Scouts
stuff.
as well.
But you know what? I think I have a Boy Scout ring somewhere or a Boy Scout pin. I bet you. Oh, there's Ashley.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I was trying to. She sent us some pictures from the last live on some blue and white china that she had, and she's got some. I don't even think I showed you yet, but she has this one platter. It's no markings on the back, but it is gorgeous.
Mm.
You get knocked out, you're good. Yeah. So, and yeah, the Garfield question today got us too. So Garfield had a girlfriend or a female companion during the show.
I don't remember that.
It was
I don't remember that.
so Garfield's orange, but the companion was like a gray color.
What?
Normal was her name.
My mind is blown.
I didn't know.
I
either.
didn't know.
So it's kind of crazy. So that was pretty much our day as far as life goes. And it was a next door cat. That's who it was.
Oh.
So normal, yeah, that was her name. Oh, it was a boy. It wasn't a girl.
It was-
My bad.
okay,
My bad.
okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Andy's in the building. So yeah, so this weekend was probably our slowest weekend in, I don't know, 3-4 months. It was really slow. And I take full responsibility for that because I have not been actively listening as much as I had been previously. I mean, and a lot of that is because, I have mood swings and sometimes I get in funks and I don't.
Yeah, because I've got a bunch of party light you could list. I've got the Longaberger teacups and saucers I would love to get rid of. We got to get going on those rings. I've got rings that we can list. I have some costume jewelry we can list. So I don't know what is slowing you down.
Thanks, Mom. Tell them how you really feel.
We have stuff to list. We just have to bite the bullet.
Slowing me down is, it's difficult for me to operate on some days because I'm moving from 3 different places. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm in this little confined space. I don't really feel a little organized all the time, and I like to be organized. So, all right, I'm gonna get to it. Plus, I have been trying to find all these other, I've been trying to source. We're on like day 79 of no.
It's more
thrifting?
like 68.
Is it 68?
What was the first day? What was the first day of quarantine?
Was it 15th of March or the 18th?
Yeah, about then. It was in March. That's all I remember.
It's like the 18th of March, something around those lines.
So
15th or 18th, one of those days.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So very slow weekend. Not necessarily on eBay, it was dreadful. Like I've been doing really well on eBay as of late, but this weekend on eBay was dreadful. So I'll show you guys the one sale that I made on eBay all weekend. It was bad. Only one sale on eBay all weekend. Let's go ahead and show. And this is what it was. It wasn't like it was, I wouldn't have really cared if I would have sold, one of my big uranium glass pieces. But no, this is the only sale I made on eBay all week.
But you made a sale, and that's what
Furby.
So here we have some vintage 1998 Furbies.
Looks like your mood.
And they have, this is my mood right here, right now. That's me. That's how I feel sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, so they have mohawks, as you guys can see.
Ugly things.
And when you press the button down here on their buttocks,
It's for the eyes.
it makes their eyes like blink. So yeah, so I sold those, and I didn't even sell them for $7.99. Took a best offer for $5.
Oh,
Oh my God.
okay.
But Etsy was a little bit of a better than that. So this sold.
I remember cleaning that.
Did you clean this?
I did, and I was worried because the bottom of it was red.
Oh yeah,
felt.
you were there when we cleaned this because my Dukes was out of town.
Yeah.
So this is, if you guys didn't see, we picked this mid-century modern TV lamp up at an auction, and nobody wanted it. So I got it for $5. Unfortunately, when we tested it, it didn't work. But it did have its original wiring.
Trust me, we tried it with the bulb inside too.
Yeah, so
it doesn't have a bulb.
the buyer was all in on the lamp for $70.88.
That's good.
Yeah, so $5. I mean, it was listed at $75, but I was running a sale, so they got it a little bit cheaper. But still, I paid $5 for that lamp, and it was badass. The next thing that sold was this. Remember this piece, Mom?
Oh man, really?
You there, Ma Dukes?
I am here. Yeah. I remember that piece.
Yeah, this was really kind of awesome. So this was
cute.
I got this from a online auction, and I bought it hoping that it was uranium glass, but it was not. But it had this very Art Deco-y, Art Nouveau like base to it. So it was in good condition, but we did have to glue that base back on.
I had to glue the base back on. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, as you can see right in here, it's been glued, but that's how it came. So, but yeah, that was a really nice piece. And then that piece, the buyer was all in for $40. So not bad. The next thing that sold was this vintage Royal Tara Celtic illuminative art book of Kells.
Was this yours, Mom Dukes?
No, I think it was mine. Yes, it was mine, but
No, they don't think this is the one that was yours. We sold the one that was yours.
You sure?
Oh, really?
100%. Yeah, I found this. It's a really cool piece, though.
Yeah.
A yard sale? You found that?
No, I found it at a thrift store.
Thrift store.
Yeah. So the buyer was all in for that. But you did have one that was similar to it that we sold.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And the buyer was all in on this mug for $27.68.
Nice.
And the next thing that sold was this tin. This is a dope tin. I always suggest buying anything made in that says Western Germany, especially these tins. I love tins. You like tins too, Ma Dukes.
I love tins, but I have nowhere to display them.
They're always hot. Tins. I feel like every time we went to a flea market, we sold at least one.
Yeah, we did do really well with the tins in Georgetown. And the buyer was all in on this one for $21.02. Let's see if there's anything. I see your comment, Nick. I had a dope tin. We had one of those in my student days.
I have a really cool one that's a bank that you put your money in to save up for what goes in the tin. In your tin.
Okay, I see Josie's mom says, have him double check. He is not keeping track of our inventory. So Josie's mom used to go out and find things and have me sell them too for us. It was a early pre-wedding donation. So it was her contribution to help me get a ring for Josie. And so on with the Irish theme, we got another piece of
Wade.
Yes.
You sold that thing?
Yeah, it's sitting on top of the washer.
Yeah. Now see if you sold that washer for me, we could get We'd have more room.
Does anybody want to buy a washer?
Shoot, we have a stove ourselves, and also what else? And a washer too that we're hoping to get rid of ourselves. It's outside, just waiting.
So yeah, so that was the stuff that sold this weekend on Etsy and eBay. As I mentioned before, it was definitely oh wait. Nick doesn't have a wrench, so sorry, bud. I'll get you. Here we go. All right. All right, Nick, you now have a spanner. I learned that from watching the UK channels. The spanner is a wrench. That's what they call them.
Scanners they call wrenches?
No, spanner.
Oh.
So that's a couple of other people jump in, I think, while we were doing all that. Who else jumped in here? My man Chris. Oh, so that's what I was going to say. You know, if you guys, because we did the little spot for, you know, the beer butter, if you guys have anything you want to send us, like, you know, Chris, like that all over Thrift Beast graphic t-shirt that you want me to wear on our live shows.
You want him to wear it, or you want me to wear it?
No, I mean, you know, you can send us one of those and we'll promote it for you. If anybody makes any like handmade jewelry and you guys want to promote your Etsy stores, you could send it to us and Josie will model it and, you know, we'll help promote you guys. Oh, yeah, I mean, we're not like big or anything, but I mean, like, I figure any little bit helps. I love that sort of stuff. Who else jumped in? New Hampshire guy. I'm assuming that's what NA stands for. He's a new channel, so you guys should check him out. Where you going, Ma? What you doing?
Caitlin's going in the kitchen, and she's sunburned, so she can't wear a top.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
wonderful.
No.
Yeah, so she's walking around slathered in aloe vera.
And our favorite David M, the car boot picker, jumped in while we were going through that stuff too. Yes, now you have the power. That's a great song, by the way.
It is.
Say it.
I was about to sing it. Is it I or you?
Okay, she's going back. Okay, go ahead.
Is it I've got the power, you got the power? I can't remember.
I don't know. Ask. Tracy's designing a speedo.
No, it's I got the power.
You making me
Hey, I'll model anything.
Please do not send that our way.
The gym has been closed. You cannot do speedos. Just when Josie was getting him to work on it,
oh my
had to shut down.
It had to.
So, you know, I've been thinking about maybe doing some sort of daily video of me getting things done to kind of hold myself accountable as far as like listing and organizing and cleaning.
Because what are you
kind of hectic?
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
ask him.
right.
What does he do?
It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. That was the joke. All right.
Okay, I have to ask you. Why do you think what would a video do in helping you keeping yourself like accountable?
Because it's easy for me to sit there and not focus. But
it would take more time for you to videotape yourself doing what you need to do rather than just doing what you need to do.
I mean, one day of it might be bad, like a day in the life of, you know,
a
reseller. Just one day. I wouldn't make a habit out of it. That's why, you know, it's time management. I mean, I know what I have problems with managing my time.
Facebook.
And you do help with AJ a lot. But yeah.
Did you hear him, Madukes?
What'd he say?
He said Facebook.
Facebook? I wasn't on Facebook at all today. I hope you noticed.
When I sent you the link for StreamYard, you were on. I saw.
I went on to find the link you sent me in Facebook on my phone first.
That makes sense.
Okay.
No, but it's like you start watching videos, you're on the computer, you're listing things, and then you've got your phone over here listening to somebody's show, And then the dog, the dog has to go out, and sometimes you go let him out. I'm packing. It's just a lot going on.
It is.
Yeah, and
You know?
it's just
And the fact that you don't have much space has got you, is annoying to you.
yeah.
And then the dog comes down and pees on the boxes, and it gets very, it's like, don't let Romeo down. We're spending the whole day, and then you make a pot of coffee. I mean, if you wrote down from the time you woke up what you did. Yeah, it's like Nick and Andrew said. You need a schedule. Say, okay, at 2:00, I'm not supposed to be making a pot of coffee. I'm supposed to be making this. Or at 2:00, okay, I got to get AJ on the computer for school. But that's not going to be forever. I mean, school's almost, June's coming, and what is it, 2 weeks into June, and then school's over. So it is. It is a lot of.
And also, I think some people don't realize that the part of reselling, of sourcing, is more than just getting inventory. Like it's a relief break from the like tedious tasks that you go through every day, like the listing, the photography, the research, and then it's just like,
right. But at some point you have to devote a lot more attention to listing, because you acquire more than you are actually putting out.
of course.
So, and you don't have that luxury right now. We're out of space, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
And
it's like
a death pile. A death pile can be anything. A death pile is procrastination, and that's what we tend to do that. Because remember,
You don't want to.
remember the Furbies? We
Yeah.
thought, what a pain in the ass. I was like this close to putting them out on the curb and just saying, take them, whoever walks by. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's list these Furbies. We're going to tackle this box. Yeah, just do it. And we did. We tackled the box, and look, some of those things went out the door. ASAP, your Simpson dolls, all the things we thought were just like annoying as they could be, they ended up selling.
Yeah, and it's just it's sometimes it's time consuming. And I think for me personally, what one of my biggest problems is I look at the big picture. So like I see, when I'm sitting down to think about what I have to do today, I think of 20 things. And then I realize,
and then you become overwhelmed with the idea of having to do 20 things, when you should really be breaking it down from one thing to another.
Oh, no. 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 I'm trying to do less, not more.
So I mean, for me, that's the thing, is it's like I sit down and I'm like, I got those golf clubs, right? I started them. I listed 2. I sold 1 already. But it's like, you have to go through the process of, I have to go through the process of cleaning those golf clubs and then photographing them and then, doing the price comps and then listing it. And like, I just don't do it. And I've started on the tie clips, but I have only listed like 25 of those. I started going through the hats and.
Bye, David.
Thanks for stopping by, David. Appreciate it, bud.
Bye.
You lucky thing, heading off to bed.
So like now it's just, I have to, it's just about doing it. Like,
what, I had a boss, and she used to make us crazy. She would always say, you have to close the loop. Close the loop. Nobody had problems getting stuff started. It was just closing the loop.
ABC, always be closing.
Right. That's a good one too.
Yeah. What was the name of that movie? Glenn. You don't remember the name of that movie?
No.
Glenn Ross?
Oh, Glenn Ross.
Yes. That was it.
David Mamet. Yeah.
ABC, always be closing. So it's just I gotta Boiler Room.
I love that movie.
That movie is awesome.
Was his name Giovanni Ribisi? He was so good. Oh, he was good. Yeah, Glengarry Glen Ross.
And see, this is the thing, is like I never really have had a problem with listing. I just think that the problem is with me also is I hold myself really like not to a high standard, or it's just that
You're a neurotic perfectionist.
yeah, that
Thank you. That is perfect.
Now,
Yeah.
see, I'd rather be standing in the garage cleaning a golf club than doing some of the things I've had to do over the years, sitting at a computer in a building with no windows except on the top floor. You know, I worked in a building for 35 years that had no windows and where we worked. It was like the boiler room. So I would rather be doing that. Like Kent says, always remind yourself you're your own boss. What's in that graphic there of Kent's? So drums or something? What is that?
it looks like a stick figure band.
Ha! That's cute.
Yeah, and I mean,
Well,
like
anyway,
I did cubicle stuff. I've done so many jobs over the years. It's
and
kind of
who's riding you except yourself? I mean,
And that's all it takes, you know, because he's hard on
Right.
himself. And then when he gets into a funk, it's like, I can't work, right? But I am a true believer in lists. And I see a lot of people in here are list people too. I have it gives me gratification signing off something and saying, I did that.
And I did mention
You
that
know?
to Ma Dukes today. I was just like, I need to make a list and sit down and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do today.
And you used to do that.
I used to do that.
and you know what's fun? On the days when I make lists and for some reason I get sidetracked to do something else, is at the end of the day, I make a list of what I did do. Not what I wanted to do, but what I did.
So I'm just, you know, like I gotta, and I enjoy, not necessarily enjoy, but I think it's good for me to like get this out with like people watching and listening, because
Now we all have to hold you accountable.
yeah, so it's just like, you know, like basically I needed y'all to slap me in the face and be like, stop crying, get it done. You know what I'm
just
saying?
asked me to do it.
Oh, I know. I don't have to ask Josie. Josie's ready like this. She's just waiting. She's like, oh, wait, I got a chance. Wow. But no, I mean, it's just, you know.
What is everybody else? All you guys out there, what are most of you major list makers? Do any of you have problems with, you know, ADD? Do you ever get bored? Do you ever get bored sitting there listing and going around your storage facilities or wherever you have your stuff? What was that? What is it? What is your day? Do you ever hit those bumps where you just like?
And I'm still excited, Ken. The thing is that
He's not excited about his environment, his spacing. I mean, I feel like if he was given a new space with ultimate, you know, shelving, desks and things of that sort, he'd feel a lot more open instead of feeling confined to a small area.
yeah, and the other thing too is like the whole lockdown thing happened right when I went full time. So like for me, I was excited about being able to
2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Into.
Yeah, I was excited about being able to get out on the road and, you know, treasure hunt. Like yard sale season was coming up. I didn't have to work anymore. Josie and I can go on our little mini road trips.
But psych, because Josie got a job.
But yeah, but on the weekend,
Yeah, that's true.
you know what I'm saying? And like I don't get a chance to do that anymore.
Sorry.
Do your spouses? Yeah, that's true. I just rewrite my list.
My mom got a book of lists, trust me. That's a good one too.
Oh, Junk Girl Patty. I am very ADD. I need a more designated space to organize and work. Yeah, it's tough.
It gives you motivation though when your space is clean and it's organized, and that you get frustrated when you don't have that. So
Remember how excited we were when we saw Commonwealth Picker moving into his new space? We were thinking, oh man, how sweet is that? Well, I tell you, I got a patio out here, Timothy. If you and Chris want to get cracking on a she shed, I'll let you use it till you guys get a house.
why are you laughing? That's a great idea.
It is.
I know, like I'm
You
not
could-
laughing. This is
A nice she shed out there.
She wants a she shed for her.
I want a she shed.
Oh.
So when you guys get a house, now see, how's Josie gonna deal with that? Is she gonna want all that crap in her basement? Or are you gonna get a house?
Oh, Madrix, we've already had this discussion. I know
Yeah.
you know me so well, and no, it's not going to be in the house. It's going to be in an actual shed. It's going to be
Or if you had an addition.
like in an addition. Yes, exactly. So,
See, Rosie's a perfectionist too.
oh my God, I can't have that in the
Some
basement.
days from your little
Basement
funky.
needs to be rented out.
That's gonna screw up your homeowner's insurance too. Just some
That
days.
too. Oh, yeah.
Like going or trying.
Gosh. Your mom-
Oh, that's a good idea. Just take a break. He takes a break. Yeah, we still have today I think he told me he was going to mow my lawn for me to take a break. Was that today was the lawn mowing day? What day did you say you would mow the lawn?
What day?
And we never got back to get more rope to tie that wisteria up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Ma Dukes has a list. Talk about lists. She got a list of stuff for me to do.
Yes.
You got to go to Costco. I'm going to break quarantine if you don't get to Costco.
All right, I'm gonna go to Costco for you.
Okay, let's see what Ashley says. Clean and organized space saves a lot of stress.
Mm.
We don't, we got the space, and I have about 10 pairs of scissors, 4 tape guns, and high kiss, and tape guns, and we have them all over the place. So it's and at the end of the day, I try to gather everything back up and put it in one space. But we put stuff down everywhere, so we have enough tape guns and stuff that everybody can find them. It's never gone for long.
Yeah.
And you have 2 black lights, so if you can't find one, there's another one. So it would be nice to have more room. But our problem, the more room we have, the more we spread out and fill it up. It's not so much the room, it's keeping that spot clear and not letting it get jumped.
And this is the thing is like I have come to the realization that the operation that I'm doing right now is not going to change anytime soon.
It's not,
Ain't no miracle shed dropping from the sky. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no warehouse coming up in my neighborhood that for a reasonable price. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just have to do what I got to do. I got to make it work with what I got. And that's how I've been in my whole life. You know that?
Yeah, but at some time you have to start making decisions as to what's better for the long run. So
I'm telling you, if you get rid of the damn washer, you're going to have like a lot of chunk of space. It's going to feel better. And if I get the garage done but see, the problem is now you can't take stuff to Goodwill because they're closed. Costco. I love Costco too, Rosie.
I love Costco. Not right now, Costco though. Standing in line for 2 hours, Costco.
I can't do it. I'd have an attack.
It's crazy.
Well, you better get used to it because I got a flash. I think we're going to be like this for about a year.
I hope not a year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm betting on. I don't know. I think things are going to get really bad this summer, but that's just me.
Well, I was told in an email that was sent to the entire firm that we're most likely going to be working from home for the remainder of the year. So
yeah.
That's what's happening.
That's it. Because now everybody else has to look. Everybody else has to look at what the future looks like. People are talking about teleworking for more people. People who feel like they have to rent big office suites and buildings, things like that are going to change.
Yeah.
So I think that I really think that we could make a space work better. But what happens is you look at it and you just throw your hands up and say, screw it. Let me just get done what I got to get done. I'm not going to tackle this. Every now and then Timothy says, well, let's spend the day organizing. We don't have a lot to do here, or we can pack everything the night before and let's spend the day organizing. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to set aside a day where we're going to have to, organize it better.
I need Pyrex too.
Yeah. Aside from that,
I'm trying to work out a deal with this woman right now for 2 of the friendship pattern Pyrexes. They're both divided. They're both oval dishes. One has the
division in the middle.
No, but one has the opal lid, and the other one has the clear top lid.
Atomic Habits by James Clear.
You write that one down, Mom?
I'm writing that one down.
So, I mean, and I really was contemplating going to that flea market in Pennsylvania on Sunday. But it's like, I don't know.
What stopped you?
It's not a good idea to go. Josie's mom would kill me.
This is not too bad right now.
No, this is no good
No,
though.
that's not Pyrex.
She's trying. But you know what? Some people will buy this.
Okay,
Maybe.
well, show it.
Josie's mom
That's
has,
the pattern that was in the article that got everybody all excited. Remember that article online about this crockery is worth a lot of money.
yeah, that lies. They were telling people $10,000 for these
For
bowls.
coringware?
Yeah, they're lies. But no, I could probably get like 15,
$15 for that?
maybe.
Well, without the lid?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll see.
I'll take it.
Josie's mom said, "I'll take it."
Now, I've been going on blogs and sites for becoming a minimalist. How to become a minimalist. Not going to happen.
Not gonna happen, Captain.
Are you sure it's not going to happen?
Absolutely. You know my mom.
She's gotten rid of a lot of things already.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that I'll ever become a minimalist, but I do think that I can cut back. I think I could. You know what I did today just as an exercise? I looked at the mantle. I used to have 7 things on it. And I moved.
Hey, Mom, are you sitting on your phone because you just sent me 4 thumbs up on Facebook Messenger?
Oh, shit. No. Never mind. I'll remove them.
You don't have to remove them.
That's a good point. So what were you planning on putting in your she shed, Ma Dukes?
Well, I was going to let Timothy either use it or get all my stuff out of the basement and put it in the she shed so that he could have more room in the basement, more room in the garage.
Man, this is the thing. You can't be putting sheds out in these neighborhoods necessarily.
Oh, come on.
Can't you lock it just like you lock everything else?
I guess. Yeah, see, that's what I want, Harry. I want a Mr.
I
Basil.
want a Mr. Basil.
Warehouse.
That is humongous.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could talk to my neighbor.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
And it's also getting to me, like the whole point of us was to downsize for me, and now it's worse than ever.
no, what low lies?
It's a lot better.
Are you kidding me?
It's a lot better.
Do you? I wish
because
I
I
could.
remember when I first went down to the basement for the first time.
You couldn't walk on the
couldn't-
other side of the
couldn't move
basement.
to the other side of the basement. Now I
What,
can
the finished side or the unfinished?
The finished side.
the pool side.
The pool table
Or
side?
The pool table side.
Yeah.
You seen the pool
I
table?
remember that. You're downsizing.
Yeah. What do you? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Do you know how much work I did? I spent a whole year.
I know, but I still have a lot of stuff that I really want to put either in my storage unit or get me a she shed. There's still a lot of stuff.
But look, and then it's the same thing with me that is with you. I tell my Dukes, I'm like, why don't you just take a one box at a day? But this is the thing, is like you go through the box, right? This is what my Dukes
Spread it out, and I go through something else.
She just spreads everything out and then disappears. I'm like, what? And then
Well,
she comes
time to
back
cook
and she's like,
dinner.
shit. And he just wipes everything.
Scoop it all
and throws
back in the
box. And then
Back
takes
in the
his box and puts it somewhere else. See, with your stuff, you got to do this. You got to have take the box out. You got to have a trash bag, and you got to have it's either going in this 3-pile system for my dudes: trash, Tim to sell, and keep. But when you keep something, the trick is not putting it back in the box. You got to, if you want to keep something, you have to immediately find a place to put it
Other than in the
box. Because then you just got boxes of stuff you want to keep. But when you're forced to have to put something somewhere that you want to keep, it makes you more stern on selecting things to keep. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. You have to find
Yeah, trash or cash. How many items of one thing do you have before it's a collection? Good question. What do you think?
How many items of one thing do you have to have before it's a collection? I think it depends on what the thing is. Like, see, you look at Harry's really good. I mean, I don't really necessarily.
Don't you automatically become a collector once you have like 3 things?
I don't know. It's a good question, but
Or
like
2
I see
things.
Harry's collections. He does really nice with like. I don't know if Harry has like back rooms he ain't never show us.
You've got to be a collector.
But most of Harry's items are good.
Kent says 2, I think.
Do you know what we used to call? My sister had one room. We called it the monster room. As long as everything else was okay, you had that one room, and it was just the monster room. And I belonged to some groups online. And you would not believe, and I'm not judging because my basement looks like these rooms. And people would say, give me some inspiration. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to tackle this room, and there's stuff everywhere. I notice a lot of, it's just like, and it's worse when you have children. It's much worse when you have children. Hi, Jennifer. Is Jennifer a minimalist? Now, see, the people that do the best with this stuff are the people who what they sell, they don't collect because
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, he's really
now
good.
remember our neighbor around the corner, Perry
Yeah.
Gazowitz. He used to set up at Georgetown Flea, and then he moved to Arlington. Perry, if you went in Perry's house, it was a minimalist, but he sold so much stuff. I don't even remember where he used to put it. But it's a lot of discipline to not become a hoarder. I would say a collection is 5 things. I used to say 3, but I think 5. 3 is, 3. 5 things. I think you've got a small collection. That's a small collection.
But and that's another thing is like I guess it depends on what it is too. You know what I'm saying?
What if you collect golf clubs? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I called Club Harry, and it's growing.
So before you got on, I was talking about Tracy's new video where
The Monopoly.
She sold the Monopoly pieces, right? Don't you have a story about somebody who won the Monopoly game at McDonald's?
Yeah, I used to work with a gal whose brother won the Monopoly Millions, and he had the hardest time. He had the hardest time working with McDonald's, it was the McDonald's Monopoly, not Safeway Monopoly. Mm-hmm. And they really screwed him over. It took him he had to get a lawyer, and it took him almost 2 years before they finally cracked that case.
And
it was a night.
He still didn't get the full million, right?
I don't think that he did.
Didn't he settle out of court for $200,000 or something like that? Something
like that. I think he finally ended up settling out of court. McDonald's is skeevy. They're all skeevy. Ain't nothing free. So everything's
all right. Yeah, see? It was crazy. I remember that.
Yeah, it was Angie. Her name was Angie Good. Yeah, it was her brother.
I'm about to too, Ken.
Wow.
I mean, there's people in front of me. Before the lockdown, people in front of me, the clerk would say, "Do you play Monopoly?" And they would go, "No." And they would say, "Give them to the lady behind me." And he would say, "I can't do it. I have to give them to you." And then you give them to the lady behind you. So one day, this lady had the ones that you have, Timothy. She had a lot. and she gave them to me. And then I bought a bunch of food, and that's how I collected that stack. How many were there? 75?
No, I think it's only 50.
50,
53,
well,
something like that.
Yeah, and I almost threw them in the trash. I was so disgusted because the person that usually plays it, she said, I'm not doing it I anymore. So I said, okay. So and then Timothy comes along and says, Tracy, oh, Tom says, great, hoarding tendency. Yeah, see, it's hard for me when I see Timothy sell that Flow Blue, man. I would have kept back in the day, I would have kept every damn piece. I wouldn't have cared if I'd had gone out and buy another cabinet to put them in. If I got rid of my stuff, I wouldn't need the cabinets I have. Like I got, I have one whole drawer over here with nothing but candles, like votives and stuff. I used to sell Party Light, and I have a lot of that left over. Every sample I bought, see, I didn't know how to do it. Same thing with Longaberger. I would buy whatever it was. See, that's what do they call now? I was studying hoarders. I used to watch Hoarding, Buried Alive, and all those shows. And in my county, they used to have a job that where you could work for the county, and the county would send you out to people's houses that were hoarders because they're a problem. They can be very, they can attract rats.
That's the job.
And, so I was learning about the 5 stages of hoarding, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and get my master's in this sociology type thing, and then I was going to try to apply for this job with the county. And then they took budget cuts, they got rid of the job. So hoarding is, I've been to people's houses, the outside looks fine, and the inside, there's a path to everything. It's Tim and the Wilmot Dukes. Listen, by the time he's going to be in charge of unloading my stuff, the stuff they don't want. They're going to have, those two are going to have to figure it out because they don't really like it.
You got to rewrite that thing though, right?
I know. I got to go see my lawyer. Well, the lockdown,
Wait, why would you have to rewrite it?
It needs to be updated.
Oh, okay.
It needs to be updated.
Now, I have never seen this documentary before.
Oh, I'd like to see it.
I didn't even know that existed. Let's watch that tonight.
What's it? I can't. I got a list.
So we're not watching anything tonight?
We might. If I list enough
we have
tonight.
to finish The Last Dance.
Yeah. So, Michelle, if you could drop the name of that in there, that'd be great because I've never heard of that documentary. Yeah, so Josie and I have finally been catching up on The Last Dance because we missed a bunch of weeks because Tommy and Tracy started going on early on Sunday. Where are you going?
To turn the heat off.
Because Tommy and Tracy started going on early, and I cut into my Last Dance viewing. Okay, it's called McMillions, Josie.
Good, because I've only seen Super Size Me. McMillions.
Watch upload. What's upload?
Watch upload. What's that? What's that?
So
how do you guys feel do you think people's stuff has bad juju, or do you think that, I used to not want to bring stuff in, because somebody else had it, but then I kind of got over it, but I don't know.
You know what? I think that it's all about how much power you give the idea. How much power you give stuff. So if it consumes you with the idea of like, oh, this has bad juju, like obviously it's going to mess with your head. It's going to mess up with your whole psyche.
Ooh, where does Kent live that it's 90 degrees?
Down in Louisiana?
Whoa.
Geez, what's the humidity, Kent? That's the question.
Can you breathe?
One thing to be in Nevada at 90 degrees, but another to be in DC with 90 or New Orleans with 90.
No, it's different.
That's when it gets crazy.
It's a different type of heat.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not doo-doo, it's juju. There you go. Kent's got it. Juju. J-U-J-U.
It's juju.
Ooh.
I want to hear a story about Gregory Hines.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Josie is an amazing dancer.
Thank you.
And she loves the performing arts, as do I. obviously, because I grew up with both my parents working at the Kennedy Center. And if you didn't
agree
notice,
with Harry. I agree with Harry. Because that kind of makes me sad if I look at stuff and I think, oh, remember when that lady at the storage unit, when she passed and the family tried to get rid of everything and they just couldn't do it, and the lady gave you all that stuff?
yeah,
And I was looking at this lady. Yeah, you still have it. You haven't listed it. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, man, just the poor lady. She used to love this probably, and she might have used it and she liked having it. And now nobody gives a rat's patootie about it and is literally ready to throw it in the dumpster. I'm thinking to myself, that's really sad. And then I think, oh, then you get it. And then you think, oh, you clean it up and maybe you save it and you use it or put it somewhere and think, maybe she's on the other side thinking, oh, somebody's using my nice stuff or whatever. Somebody's happy with it like I was.
Josie wants to know about the picture with you and Gregory Hines.
That was Kennedy Center every year does a fundraiser for our education department. And it's called the Kennedy Center Honors. And if some of you will see it in December, it's filmed the first Sunday of December, but they broadcast it closer to the end of the month. And they pick, 5 honorees from all the different disciplines. And I'm trying to think. Now, Gregory Hines never got a KC honor. I think if he had lived long enough, he would have, because he was an amazing dancer and performer and just an all-around really, really nice guy. And that particular honors that this picture was taken, he was doing the after party, after everybody was finished with their dinner and some people had gone home. A lot of people would hang around, and he that year he was dancing and he just was amazing, absolutely amazing. And I always thought, this guy, such a wonderful, talent and a nice person. I was so upset when he passed. And he wasn't that old when he passed, I don't think. And so this is just a picture of me when I was working it and just started chatting with him. Just a nice guy.
So who else do you have? Who else do you have pictures with?
Nice stories. I have a picture with me and Stevie Wonder, and who else? And I used to. I have a big one of. I don't know if anybody remembers. Well, most of the people that I had pictures with were Broadway and theater people, not so much movie stars. But I have one that I really like that's with us with Brian Bedford, who's a British actor, and oh my God, his name escapes me. I know it as well as my own. He was in that movie with Tom Hanks, George Grizzard. He was a really good actor, nice guy. And I remember there have been a lot of nice ones that I met, like Peter Falk. He was a really nice guy. He used to come through the office and he would be upset because he had to do a show that night and the Lakers were playing. He would say, anybody here, which one of you guys are going to tape the Lakers game for me tonight so I can watch it after the show? But yeah, there was a lot of nice people. There's a lot of nice ones. I have to say, some of them I thought were going to be really nice and weren't so nice, but very, very few.
Who?
But I really did admire Gregory Hines. He was one of my favorites. Elizabeth Taylor was a nice person. She's so tiny, tiny thing.
Yeah, Dad. What's the story with Dad and Elizabeth Taylor with the toilet paper and the elephant?
Oh, no, they were at some, I don't remember what the event was, but she didn't want to wait in line. And she went in and he was working the stage door that night, and she went in, and the stage door bathroom was never very clean because it's the stage hands use it. And he was telling her, no, don't go in there. It's awful. She had a full length mink on of some kind. I don't know, my fur. Sable, I think it was. And she went in there and for some reason she just he said, don't let that touch the floor. And she threw it over her head and it was really dark and she couldn't see. And then she realized they were out of toilet paper, and she's going, Michael. He said, what? He says, give me some toilet paper. I can't see. And then he's thinking to himself, no wonder she can't see. She threw the whole mink over her head. But yeah, that was a funny story. They've got some really funny ones. They're pretty hilarious. These.
What's the one with the elevator though?
Oh, when the Russian circus was there, and the guy was on the elevator back in the concert hall with a bear, with a big bear from the circus thing.
Like a real bear.
A real live bear with a big old collar on his neck. And Dad was on the elevator and he opened the door and he go, oh shit. And the guy got on with the bear and he's like saying, oh God, please. But those animals are so tranquilized. It's really unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. It was a fun job. I just got off of a Zoom meeting with some of my old coworkers. We had a really good laugh. That's it. What do you guys that when you work at home? Like I think of a lot of the people that are really nice people I've worked with and things I've done. And then what's it like when you're at home? Do you hang with your spouse or your kids or? Do you like hang with your spouses and your kids, or do you just work by yourself all day, or
Who?
How do you get anything done with your kids?
with people that are the resellers? I mean, I know Nick and Andrea get to spend a lot of time together. Yeah, and how about and do your spouses like take over and do a lot, help you out a lot? Go up, cook dinner while you're working and take care of business.
Josie looks out for me. Josie's mom looks out for me. You look out for me.
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna be traveling far.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
My mom's leaving the country. She's going back to her hometown.
When?
Go on.
Your kids.
She's doing it as soon as we get children.
She got a long way to go.
She's told me multiple times.
Oh, tax shots.
Thanks for stopping by, Tom. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I it is amazing.
Napa Tiger. No, I do it all. The wife helps me pack and do some YT stuff.
I just want to say I really appreciate all of the UK folks who come in here.
I know. I'm shocked. I can't believe you guys are like
stay up late and watch
depriving
these
yourself
lives.
of sleep.
I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate all the love that you guys give us. It is a lot of awesomeness. Josie's mom just cracked at the
Do you want to say hi to everyone? Okay.
And say hi.
So you have to say hi.
Yeah.
No, you have to come and say hi.
Can I show?
Yes.
Hola, everybody.
This is Josie's mom.
Hi.
Hi, Mom Dude.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Dapper Tiger's wife is pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
doing
man.
a home birth.
Oh, God.
Because of the quarantine or just because you want to?
No, because I think they've been planning it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's intense. Oh man. No
OBX pickers. I do the reselling. My wife will go to yard sales and help motivate me to keep.
My mom
See,
is
Josie, think of this, Josie. See how other people have to live it.
That's true.
yeah, but nobody says nothing when the phone goes cha-ching, cha-ching.
Except for how much did you make?
Because we're bougie millennials.
Yeah,
Is it-
I highlighted it, but you didn't see.
Is this his first one? Your first one? First child? Or
I think so, right? Yeah.
whoa.
A natural birth.
I'm not a reseller per se, just selling my own hoard on eBay. My husband worked full time.
I'm still stuck on the natural birth news. No.
Yeah,
I'm like taking deep breaths right now because I'm like, wow.
Well, I remember. I'm sure I told this
You
story.
remember
No,
what?
I was gonna say
Does
I'm
it sound
sure.
like Josie?
No. I'm sure I told people this story before, but I remember when my sister gave birth to my nephew. She had to go back to the hospital because she had an air bubble, air pocket.
Oh, she never got out of the hospital. They took care of that while she was there because she couldn't walk. They had to do it before she left. She hurt so bad.
She got an air bubble.
She had an epidural, and the anesthesia had leaked into her spinal column, and it had gotten in there, and she was having horrific headaches. And thank goodness for the nurses. They kicked the doctor's asses and said, "Look, you're going to take care of this. She can't go home until you take care of this." So that would be the diaper tiger. So she got it taken care of right there.
Yeah. So, but when it happened, there was nobody at home to watch the baby but me.
No. You got it all mixed up, Timothy. Let me tell you.
What?
She had come home with the baby, and she went to do something or get to a doctor's appointment, a regular appointment or something. And you and Allison were watching the baby, watching AJ, and they weren't sure how to change diapers. Neither one of them.
Really?
So, yes.
Well,
So
I ain't never had to change the diaper before, and they didn't tell me nothing.
Wow.
So the AJ was going wailing, wah, 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 wah. And I'm like, oh man, I guess I gotta change the diaper, right? So as soon as I took the diaper off of
How
him,
did you take the diaper off of
I don't
him?
know. I just kind of slid it off, I
Oh.
opened it, and then and next thing you know, the piss coming right at my face. I was like the Matrix out that joint. I was like this, like dodging the piss. I'm like, why is this baby just pissing all over the place? And apparently,
he didn't know to put the diaper on the area.
Yeah, like nobody told me that as soon as when it's a baby, as soon as the air hits it, it starts like a sprinkler. Yeah. And then his belly button fell off. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like,
what?
I am like freaking out. I'm like on the phone. I'm like, guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but AJ's belly button fell off. And then
he says, "Should I save it?" Like, yeah, we're gonna put it back on. No.
Yo, it was the craziest experience ever.
Wow.
Ever. Like, I don't even know how else to describe it, but it was it was definitely yes. Literally, I thought his belly button fell off. I don't know what it is. What part of the birth book?
It's a scab. It's a scab where your umbilical cord, they cut the umbilical cord, and then you have the scab is. Tim's not in the medical stuff.
You can tell the story. No, you come tell the story. Well, only you. Come on, we're live. You have to come tell the story. You can't tell us the story.
But I don't know if everybody experiences.
But then you just say it.
So my scare time with Josie was when she lost all her hair and she had like patches, like where she has missing hair here, had hair over here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she must have caught a fungus in her hair. I was on my way to the hospital and my mother said, no, that happens. That's a normal process of, changing hair. Not sure if that happened to old children.
It happened to Timothy. Timothy and Caitlin didn't have a lot of hair. It all came in later, and now she got this massive head of hair. But Timothy and Caitlin were both redheads, and Timothy had like this reddish hair, and then he had one little ducktail left. Most of his hair had fallen out. And I remember Famie said, oh my gosh, all he has left is this little ducktail. And she was like, she said, I hate to see it go. She said, you better hurry home from work and take a look at this before it falls out. They do, it falls out. Ooh, that's a nice vinegar jar. Oh, look, the mattress. Talk about ADD. I'm ADD as they come.
I have to ask, though. Do you know how to change?
Congratulations, Dapper Tiger. That's going to be a real experience when you.
Yeah, I can change the diaper now.
Do you know how to change a diaper now?
There's YouTube for that stuff.
You guys, I'm doing it. it's so much different these days. I see guys strolling their kids, walking around. I see them at the store. I see men with in the 50s, you didn't see a man with a, taking care of a baby. They just didn't do it. Nowadays, it's like guys are really hands-on and involved, which I think is great. Good. I can't wait to. Did I see somewhere that we're going to get to see this? Or that was a joke?
I'm pretty sure it's a joke.
I think it's a joke. I don't think.
Oh, Ken has a lot of hair, huh? Kent has a lot of hair.
The Dapper Tiger is live streaming the birth. That'd be crazy.
Are you for real though?
No.
Gotta ask.
I mean, I'm sure it would make for an
I would
interesting...
watch it and pass out, and then get up again and watch it.
Don't they have like TLC shows with like a group of women who are all giving natural births?
Doulas, they call them doulas. The ladies.
Blur everything out.
We sell hair.
Can't see anything.
Breastfeeding nappies after birth are tremendous. Yeah, you wonder how that much stuff can come out of a little baby. Little babies.
Y'all sell extensions, or what do you sell?
For babies, wigs for babies.
No. Because look, I've been thinking every time I go to the thrift store and we walk by the extension section, I always wondered to myself, I wonder if you could sell hair online like that.
Barry says that we are filming it and we'll produce a video for Christina's YouTube channel. Damn, you guys are brave.
Sam, you should drop a link to her YouTube channel for everybody.
I know, so we can follow her, subscribe, and everything. Shoot, I would watch it in a panic.
Baby wigs.
They said that they own a wig shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, make sure you drop that link in there, Dapper Tiger. Oh, hey.
Heart Pickers is here.
Hello.
What's going on, Ronnie? Hey, Ronnie, I don't know if you saw it or not, bro, but I gave you a shout out in my last video because I sold a Brioni. So
Junko Patty.
I had to give you a shout out for that. Josie knows. Yeah, Josie knows.
I do know. I'm like looking in the market right now for a front lace. So you let me know. I'm tired of doing my own hair all the time. Just tired. Why not put a wig on?
Junk Girl Patty had her two at home.
Really? Oh my gosh. Tim, what would you do if I had a natural birth?
Not at home.
I'd have to roll with Jay for that.
Oh my gosh. Such disappointment.
I saw ain't nothing wrong with that, Ronnie. We got, walk away every once in a while, brother.
Wait, walk away from what?
I got you on the YouTube.
What? All right.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. You could sell anything.
You can. Honestly, there's a market for everything.
Tracy showed me the way with those McDonald's coupons.
Yes, I really didn't think
that. Safeway. Safeway Monopoly.
Oh, I had it. Okay. I got a question. I know this is random, but it just popped in my head just now.
Okay.
Do you use the mouthwash first or do you brush your teeth first?
I brush my teeth.
Brush your teeth first, then you use a mouthwash.
Brush first.
Mouthwash is to help protect against bacteria.
No, today I was, when I got out of the shower, I started thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if there's a certain way that everybody does this, or do you mix it up just depending upon the way you feeling that day?
My mom is looking at you suspect.
Like you crazy.
Tim, you brush
your godmother would have your guts for garters. His godmother was a dental hygienist.
All right, what was that saying?
Have your guts for garters.
Have your guts for garters.
You brush your teeth. That's a Wanda Jean saying. You brush your teeth, then you water pick, and then you floss after you water pick, and then you use your mouthwash. brush, floss, and rinse. Yeah, and your water picks are really good. The water picks are good for your gums. It's just like a little extra car wash for your teeth.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, but because Josie and I have been watching The Last Dance, and I've been showing her, because she didn't really know about the Bulls like how I do, because like I grew up during that
There's a
time.
generational gap.
You know what I'm saying? But like I'm watching it, I'm like, man, if I could get my hands on some of that gear that they're wearing in the show, in the footage from the 90s, oh, I'd make a killing right now. And then I started seeing the other day. No, we haven't watched. We're I forget what episode we're on.
We're on 8 right now.
7 and 8.
7 and 8.
We still got 7 and 8 to watch, and then
We
9
do?
and 10.
No.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, we're so behind.
Yeah, we are behind.
So explain what Last Dance is for people who don't know what it is.
Everybody in here knows what the Last Dance is.
I don't know about that because I didn't realize that was the name of the documentary.
What?
Like honestly, before it aired, I didn't know what the name of the documentary would be.
In the first
so when you told me it's the last dance, I was like, why is it the Last Dance? Why is it the Last Dance? And I didn't understand. But then you explained it to me.
Well,
I don't think a lot of people understand that that's what it is.
If they watch it, then they know. Because
but if they don't watch it, they don't know. So you have to explain it.
In the first episode, they talk about how basically the ownership and the GM decide that that this is going to be the last year. And
last year for what? Last
year that they all going to be together. So what they did is Phil Jackson, before the season started, he put together the playbook and the manual. What do they call it when you go to school and they give you the book, the synopsis? Not the synopsis. No. It's not a
synopsis.
No, it's basically it's like the little everything
curriculum.
Yeah. And he called it The Last Dance. That's why it's called The Last Dance.
Okay.
But I mean, for me, I saw Jordan play once in person, and it was against the Bullets. Dad took me and Daniel to go see Jordan play against the Bullets, and that was, I think, when they played at
Cap Center?
Cap Center, yeah. That was in Landover, right?
Yeah, Landover.
Yeah, we got all the way down to the bottom towards the end of the game, and Jordan was sick that game, so he had a box of tissues that was right next to his seat on the bench, and he kept blowing his nose the whole game. And me and Daniel got down, and we was trying to get the Jordan tissues.
Typical.
Always trying to find a way.
Getting kicked out of a location.
But no, I'll tell you another funny story was, so my dad, rest in peace, he was always over the top, right? You'd say that, Ma?
Yeah. Excess.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely stole the Jordan used tissues. Came back to the hood like, yo, we got Jordan's tissues. Everybody's looking at us like we was crazy. How are we supposed to know there's Jordan's tissues? Because back then you didn't have cell phone cameras. Everything was by, word of mouth, believing the word. Okay, so funny story. I real fast before I get back to that story. My man Authentic just texted me, my roommate. For those of you that don't know, Authentic is the craziest sound engineer, rapper, producer, videographer, photographer,
knowledgeable, self-taught individual you'll ever know.
And we've been boys since 3rd grade, and we do a football podcast that's we're getting ready to revamp. But anyways, so the other day I found on online auction, it's a VHS tape that you put the small tapes in to be able to play those tapes on a TV and the VCR. Right. And, they comp out at like $40. But my roommate, Authentic, Steve, he was like, yo, if you ever find one of these, let me know, because I got these old tapes of us skateboarding. but I can't play them because I don't have the.
My dad. Why didn't you ask? My dad has it
Well,
because he had a recorder, like actual video.
nah, but
that you had small tapes, and so he had the VHS that you put the small tapes in.
But he just texted me and he was like, "Your voice on this tape," laughing my ass off. It's crazy, man. It's us in the beginning, first learning how to skate. This is gonna be crazy, crazy footage. Oh man. So yeah, so shout out to my man Authentic, by the way. He's got a new album that's getting ready to come out. If y'all don't follow him on y'all should follow him on Instagram. That's his Instagram handle right there. He's worked with crazy artists. The dude is insane. He did a session with J. Cole recently.
Got all my 90s backyard wrestling tapes on CD.
Oh,
I
that's great.
have lost all the videos of you guys when you were little. You guys with Famey and Tree, and you guys with, all the cute little tapes. I don't know what happened. One of you guys taped over
Oh gosh.
one of the tapes, and I cannot find them. And there's a whole box of unmarked tapes down there that we need to go through.
Okay.
Oh, there's that one video too of me getting the MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice dolls at Christmas.
Oh gosh.
And I started going crazy. I'll never forget that one.
Well, what happened to the Michael Jackson doll? That would be worth some money. All we have left is a shoe. That's Michael's shoe.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what happened to the who knows?
To the doll.
It's not like we moved all over the place either. We moved back across the street, and somehow this stuff got I got kicked off Yahoo. Oh, that's funny.
Are you kidding me? Oh dang.
My dude's gonna need some water after that
I
one.
know, that was the best. That was pretty funny.
How'd you get your hands on that?
Yo, that's hilarious. So wait, Yahoo auctions, that's old school right there too.
I didn't even know that existed. Yahoo auction.
My dukes, when you used to sell on eBay when you first started, was it by checks? That was before when you started selling on eBay?
Sell by what? You mean checks?
Nah, like when people would be able to send you a check to buy something.
Oh no. Well, yeah, you're right. Sometimes they would send checks. Back in the day before PayPal, we would take checks. That was always dicey. You had to wait to get the check to see if it cleared before you sent the item. Sometimes it would take like a week or two before you could, send them the item.
Nobody got time for that.
Money orders. Yep. We took some money orders, checks. I guess most people were afraid to mail cash.
It's crazy to me how you guys actually received payments, like how you guys would put the card down and do a little.
Oh yeah. The
card.
Yo, did you see?
And then that was it. That was the form of payment.
You should see the little old school credit card I got right now listed up on eBay. It's called the shopping plate.
I mean, you could literally make a credit card with a bogus name and a bogus address and get away with crazy stuff.
I mean, you seen Leonardo DiCaprio? Catch Me If You Can. He was like,
movie.
"Yo, I'm gonna take advantage of this broke system."
And he sure did.
Frank Abigail. What was his last name?
Abigail or something like that.
Yeah.
Sell a pair of Jordans for $1 with $149 shipping and handling.
That's crazy. I never had a pair of Jordans though in my entire life.
We were talking about this, and I feel like we hit a nerve.
I never had a pair of Jordans.
Dang.
But see,
it's okay. I never had a pair of Jordans.
but see, but my favorite player, like my hardcore favorite player growing up was, that was before they charged shipping on fee on shipping. OBX got a premiere going on right now. If you guys want to head over there and check out his premiere.
Yeah, you should wrap this up so we can go watch OBX.
But my mom likes
Tie this up.
this.
That's great.
I never had a pair of Jordans, but I grew up. My favorite player was Anthony Hardaway. So like Penny Hardaway was my man. I had every pair of Penny Hardaways until they turned into the first pair of foam posits. The first pair of foam posits were technically Penny Hardaways, but that was the only pair of Penny Hardaways I never had. But I had every other pair of Penny Hardaways, but never had a pair of Jordans. I was always different.
Maybe it's okay.
We have chip cards, don't we?
What's
We have
that?
chip cards in the U.S.,
Yeah.
Now we do. Before it wasn't.
but they're always flaking out. They always go, wah, wah, wah. You have to
It
pull it
doesn't
out
feed
and
it.
just swipe it anyway.
Yeah. I hate those.
My old ass can't wear Jordans.
I'll tell you what, man. These pair of Air Maxes is one of the most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever bought. I don't know what it is. I had the poster in my room, the Lil Penny and Penny posters. I remember
That next one, I'll pull out the old pictures of Timothy's room. What a dump it was. How he never cleaned his room up, and his idea of cleaning his room up was to like push everything into the corner and take a sheet or a bedspread and cover it up. Like, oh, no one's gonna notice this. And I got
Ain't nothing changed.
thinking he's really fly. He's got all his player, special hats on and matching shirts with his and baggy old shorts. I got some pictures for y'all next week. Monday night, we're going to get in Mr. What you call it's time machine, Mr. Peabody's time machine, and go back.
I'm ready.
Look at some 80s stuff. That's what I should have pulled out for the 80s show. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing. What I was going to say was that when we got into those and the SB Dunks too. SB Dunks are really comfortable also. But we got into your pictures that you before. So my mom had a Zoom conference the other day with her old coworkers from the Kennedy Center, and so she was pulling out all these pictures. Yo, my mom gets pictures from everything.
That's my next project.
Bins and bins of pictures. I'm talking about heavy bins, plastic bins of pictures.
Well, I've taken most of the heavy bins. I used to have about 6 heavy bins. I took them all out and put them into shoe boxes.
Mm.
It's all good with me. I like it. I like looking at pictures.
He's used to it.
I used to wear
I don't know. His room is so tiny. I don't know. He says, does he clean his room? Now ask Josie. His room is so little. I don't know how he fits as much in there as he can, I'm sure. I say, Timothy, where's such and such? Oh, it's in my room somewhere.
He still says that.
Not that big. Your room is the size of a closet. How can you lose it in a tiny room like that?
He doesn't clean his room till this day.
I'm never at home.
But even if you were home, you wouldn't clean your room. So let's not even try it. Okay.
He has. I remember when you first moved. Remember when you first moved into Charlie's place?
Oh,
Your room was all organized.
I kept it tidy. I was the one cleaning, right, Tim?
No,
Tim.
not all the time.
No, I don't think he was dating you when he first moved into Charlie's,
Tim.
was he? You dated Josie when you first moved into Charlie's?
Not when I first moved in.
It was
no.
I
year
remember when you first moved in, everything was clean.
Mm.
Just close the door. Just draw the veil of Christian charity.
Let me just put a blanket over this mess. It's not even there.
Good night,
I'm
Gilmore.
gonna clean my room tomorrow.
Tim, stop. Okay, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, he's
Man.
doing it, everyone. He's doing it.
I might find some things to sell on eBay.
On that note, I gotta go get a glass of iced tea or something.
I'm gonna go eat.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for joining us, as always, for another Monday Night Live with my beautiful girlfriend Josie and my wonderful mother, my Dukes. So we will see y'all next Monday. I got hopefully we'll drop some new videos this week. Thank you guys for joining us, showing us all the love and support. We're getting close. we cracked 3,000 hours today. So
It's wonderful.
we're only 1,000 hours away from that first goal. So I appreciate you guys. Hope y'all had
Some
fun.
Whataburger for sale.
Yeah, you got lipstick on that mug too.
I actually wore lipstick tonight. But these are the ones I'm selling. I'm selling the cups and the saucers. But
Okay.
I love Longaberger pottery. Okay.
It's
Good
nice
night.
and sturdy. Okay, so Ma.
Oh, my Duke's got it on the first
She's
try.
out.
Look, she's getting better at
I'm
that.
shocked.
All right, make sure y'all head over to OBX and watch his premiere. Thank you guys very much. As always, it's been a blast. Peace.